We are live and welcome to episode 27 of But There's More. I am your host, Astroknomer. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, so I am forever thankful. Thank you guys. Again, thank you for joining me. Don't have a lot to talk about today. We're just kind of just vibing out, saying what's up, just kind of hanging out. John is here from the windy Cindy, wow, okay. All right, I see what type of day this is. All right. What's up, John? From Chicago. Hopefully you're doing good today. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. Looks like we already have a like on the video, which is great. Thank you for that. We don't have a lot to get into, like I said, so I'm just here to vibe out, man. How's everyone's week going? Any new POs? Any statues people have their eyes on? Let me know. What are you looking for? What are you waiting on? What are you thinking about getting? I'm here to talk statues today. I'm here to get into the vibe. Let's see what everybody got going on. No complaints, John says. I'm trying to think. I think I had something new that I was looking at, but I can't say for certain. I can't remember what it was, so let me check. That's why I pulled out my phone to try to check to see what it was, because I know I was talking about something. Oh, what it was is I remembered that I forgot a statue that I need to get, and so I added that to my statue to-do list. So we'll see how that goes. Does anyone have a statue to-do list? Like, I have these list of statues that I want to get, and I'll plan them out. I'll get this one, then I'll get this one, then I'll get this one, or maybe I get these at the same time via payment plan, and maybe then I get this one in June, or do you guys have a schedule? Is that how you guys? That's a great question. How do you guys plan out your statues? Is it just a la carte, like just you wake up one day, oh, there's a new Nightwing, so let me order that? Or do you try to you have a vision for your collection, so it's like, okay, I'm looking for these statues. Okay, these statues are out for PO, or they're gonna go out for PO. I'm gonna plan to get these. It's gonna be this amount. Blah 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 blah. I'm very anal, and so I really plan. I literally have a list of statues. Like, okay, and some of the statues in the list I probably won't get, or I might get, or I might not get. It depends, because some of them we haven't seen the statues yet. We've heard of the line, like the Scarlet Witch, the Storm. There's a Martian Manhunter from XM that's coming. There's an XM Superman. There's an XM Batman that's coming, apparently. All of which we haven't seen. Those are some that I'm interested in, but we haven't seen them yet. So I can't say that, I'm going to get that statue. But I just put it on my list just to be on the lookout. John says, yes, I'm still trying to get XM Scorpion Ghost Rider. That Ghost Rider is, I think, John, that Ghost Rider is a grail. And I think you can definitely grab it, but it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Which is why I'm kind of in the boat with you, John, because I'm also looking for the, not looking for, but I also want the XM Cyclops. But I know that if I want the XM Cyclops, I'm going to have to pay full price. I'm going to have to pay a premium for it. and I'm gonna have to pay a premium for it, and I'm gonna have to pay it all at once. And with Christmas just happening and a lot going on, I'm just waiting to get that until the right time. I considered the sideshow Cyclops, but I just know I won't be as happy with it. I know it's like half the price, but it's like, man, I'd much rather just get the XM one. So I'm in the same boat with you, John. My man Moses. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I apologize if I am. I'm not trying to do that on purpose. He says, debating if I should spend the money on the XM Thor or getting the sideshow Thor and sideshow Spidey for the same price. So we're saying XM Thor versus the Destroyer, right? And then we have sideshow Thor and sideshow Spidey for the same price. If I'm you, I would get the sideshow Thor and sideshow Spidey, so you get 2 for 1. I was once in this dilemma as well, because when I was shopping around for a Thor statue, I said, well, XM has the modern Thor versus the Destroyer that's coming. And then they have the sideshow Thor, the Daniel Bell Thor. I mean, I could do either or, but ultimately, as you may already know, I ended up going with the sideshow Thor because it was just a better option for me. The XM Studios one is awesome. It's still awesome, but the base is just really, really big. And for my collection and my vision of what I have going on for myself, that bigger base won't work for me. It'll be better for me to do a smaller base, which is why the Daniel Bell one will be better for me. And I mean, just overall, honestly, I did kind of like the sideshow Thor a little bit better. So, those are my little 2 cents. Excuse me. Hopefully I could be of some help to you. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking sideshow Thor for you. Speaking of, well, we didn't talk about Queen Studios. Let's get into our first topic, guys. Our first topic being the new Queen Studios, Thanos. We got this past week. We got more information on this guy. We got ES sizes. We got the cost. We got all these good information, right? And wow. Okay, wow, that's crazy. All right, I want to share my screen. Let's talk about it, guys. All right, so here we go. This is the Thanos in-game life-size bust that I was just speaking about. It has a full price of $6,450 USD. Yes, you heard me, $6,450 USD total, with a edition size of only 99. That is crazy. That is extremely small. I've never seen a licensed product, me personally, and I mean, I'm not saying this is a fact, but I've never seen a licensed product with an edition size that small of only 99, less than 100. There's less than 100 of these licensed life-size busts in existence. That's crazy. But one thing I'm learning here with you guys is that the delivery date is Q4 of this year, so it's coming out this year. That's pretty cool. I didn't know it was coming so soon. This is one of those pieces, man. I didn't know. The reason why I was saying, well, I think I already said that, but yeah, they're already out of stock. I didn't know that they sold out that fast. I didn't realize that they sold out that fast. I didn't know that they were still out of stock. So there's that. John says already out of stock. Yeah, it hasn't been a week. I don't know when it went out of stock, but it hasn't been a week. It hasn't been that long. So But yeah, $1,800 to deposit. So, you know, if you want this guy, you have to spend quite a bit to just get a down payment on him. That's quite a lot of money for a down payment. I've never seen anything like it before. But let's take a look at a few of these pictures of this guy. This is freaking phenomenal, man. Look at this. Look at his arm is huge. I mean, again, they nailed the first Thanos. And I mean, they did it again, 2 for 2. They nailed this one. This looks just like Thanos. I mean, they said that this is a mix of Endgame and Infinity War. Because if you think about it, in Endgame, he didn't have this gauntlet. This is the Endgame Thanos, right? The 2014 Thanos, but he didn't have this gauntlet. He had the Nano Gauntlet, the Tony Stark Gauntlet. But as you can see here in the this Endgame bus, he has the Infinity War Gauntlet, right, from the previous movie. So, I mean, who wants to see Thanos with the Nano? Not me. I mean, he's notorious for his regular one. So, there's that. I think they made the right decision of going with the original. These pictures do him a lot of justice. I mean, he looks really good on these pictures. And then also, too, if you tell, I mean, on different pictures, his color, you see how he looks darker here, lighter here. I think it just depends on how the lighting you have him in. But either way, still phenomenal. John says, don't collect life-size busts, but this one is really good. I agree. And I really don't collect life-size busts either. I was going to. I do plan on collecting busts at some point. I don't think I'm going to right now. Irish is here. Irish says, what's up, dude? Finally made it for one. Not on last 10 minutes. Yes, Irish. Thank you, man. Thank you for making time to be here, man. Thank you for having us. I mean, well, thank you for having. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh man. But what was I saying? Yeah. So I do plan on collecting busts at some point. I was actually going to start collecting busts, but I stopped because right now I don't have a place to put busts, because I know what statues I want, I know what statues I'm getting, and you know, at this point I'm struggling to find spaces for them, and so I'm struggling to find spaces for them, so I won't do anything extra right now. I have to trim the fat and only get what I absolutely need to get, and what I actually like, what fits into my collection. Like, I can't go outside of my scope right now until I eventually move and get a bigger space, and get, you know, just more space to put statues, and then at that point I can then get you know, busts and things like that. So I won't be collecting but life-size busts right now, but I do eventually plan on getting into that, and then having maybe like a bust wall, which would be really cool. John says, Moses, someone who has endless money to spend. I think what he meant to say. Raiders here. He said, what's good? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. We're talking about the Queen Studios Thanos at this second. I think we're about to hop off of this, though, if I'm not mistaken, and get into the half scale Wonder Woman from Queen. Let's actually just take a quick look at her. Let's look at Marvel. See what we got here. Let's see. You know what? In full transparency, guys, P is here. He said, Astro, my man, I hope you're good. Thank you, P. Thank you, man, for joining me. I hadn't seen you in a long time. Thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. You could be anywhere on the internet, but you're here with us, so thank you. This is what I was saying. In full transparency, guys, because I like to be honest with you guys, I almost had a relapse this past week, and I almost ordered this Spider-Man here. Because I do think, so I think what it is I looked at the previous, let me see, what was the other one? This one. I looked at this one, got a little bit discouraged because I thought that this was going to be like, I thought this would be different. I thought it would be like, just, I don't know, a mouse, like one statue. And this is just something this is not something I'm on the market for. And so when I went back to this one, because I need a Spider-Man, I looked at it and I was like, I could just get this one. I could just get this one. This one would still be pretty cool. I should probably just get it. Then I was like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I do. Oh, that's why too. Because all right, let me put some context to it as well. So I don't know if you guys know, but Queen Studios, they released a better head sculpt for this guy too. I think, in my personal opinion, I do think that the original wasn't that bad, but they improved it even more, and so it looks even better. And we'll get into pictures later, but yeah, man. When I saw that, I was like, man, I might just have to relapse. But anyway, we're talking about the half scale Wonder Woman, which I'm not sure where it's at right now, which I don't see it here. Did I half scale Wonder Woman 84? Is that? It may not be on the website yet. I guess I have to find pictures of it. You guys are going to have to bear with me. You guys are going to have to bear with me. Let me see. Maybe if we go to Queen Studios Instagram, maybe we can find it that way. Let's see if we can find it that way, guys. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Ooh. No, it doesn't look like it's here because it's not. Okay. So where did I get that from? Like what? I don't know why I put that on my list. Because maybe I didn't mean. Maybe I didn't mean Queen Studios. Maybe I meant something else. But anyway, we can move forward. Let's see what else. What else we got? Let's hop over to XM, guys, because XM, we have a new PL for XM, and I kind of want to just look at it with you guys and see what you guys think. But it's gonna be the new. Well, there's two actually, but we'll talk about both of them. Well, yeah, let's jump straight into it. So we have the Bizarro. Did we? I don't think we talked about this last week, but we have the Bizarro here. Not sure if you guys are into Bizarro. Is anyone on the market for it? Irish is funny. He said probably canceled it after watching Wonder Woman 84. Listen, I'll say this, Irish. Was Wonder Woman 84 the best movie? No, right? It definitely was not the best movie. It wasn't the best Wonder Woman movie, But what I will say is that it is her. What am I trying to say? Her suit, her outfit, what she's wearing, the golden armor with the wings. It is really dope. Put the movie aside, that outfit is really, really clean. So I did keep my 1/4 scale Queen Wonder Woman 84 statue PO. I did keep that. And I'm still going to enjoy it because I do really like the piece. But anyway, all right, let's look at Bizarro just quickly here. Quickly. We have Bizarro. We have him jumping what appears to be off of a building. You get two head sculpts, one where he's kind of smiling, one where he's frowning, and that's really it. 1/6 scale. He's holding like part of a building frame or something. One thing I noticed whenever I saw this, the first thing I noticed is I'm seeing a trend from XM Studios where a lot of their statues have the same pose, where half of their body's like forward, like they're kind of at an angle a little bit, one leg coming off, and they're kind of like this, like some variation of this, maybe something in the hand, maybe not, or whatever. And I think that, we have to kind of hold XM accountable because they do a really good job. And I don't know if it's them being lazy or maybe a lot of these scopes were done around the same time. So, maybe, one scope inspired another, then that one inspired the next one. And then now we have 4 statues that have very similar poses. So I just would like to, point that out and, hold them accountable and say, hey, let's do something different, right? Let's do something a little different and let's kind of switch up the poses here, because I don't want this to become a trend, because then people start saying that their statues are boring and then their sales may go down, or maybe not, I don't know. But let's just add some diversity there. Let's try to do a few things differently. Let's see. Iris says, yeah, it kind of looks like the pose Sinestro is in. Now that you mentioned, never noticed that. Yeah, exactly. Sinestro has a very similar pose, and someone posted on Facebook. They didn't even their post on Facebook had nothing to do with poses of things. I think their post actually said, hey, XM is putting out a lot of great statues. These are like the 4 that I'm looking to get. Which one do you think I should get? And then there was 4 Pitros, Sinestro. I was thinking about Sinestro, Pitros. So there was Sinestro, there was Bizarro, and like 2 other people. And as I looked at the pictures, like I kind of scrolled, and they all had like the same pose, and I was like, okay. That's when I realized that. I was like, okay, yeah, we can't keep doing this, because that was my first time noticing it. I hadn't noticed that until then. And then it's crazy because I said that day, and then later on that afternoon, Rad Titan was live, like how I'm live right now, and then they were looking at this Bizarro, and Gio, he brought up and he said the exact same thing that I had said just earlier that day. So I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy, because I said that. Now Gio is saying that, and me and him haven't talked, so I'm not crazy here, So we have, and this is the other one that we were talking about, the recovery suit Superman. I thought this is a really dope pose, really dope statue overall. It's just really cool. He's busting out of his, I think it's like what do you call it, a chamber? What do you call it? I don't know. But I do think this is really cool. 1/6 scale, of course. I think the only thing I can find an issue with here is I feel like, and this just may be me being, particular, or, I don't know what you want to call it, but I just feel like, especially maybe not so much with his sculpt with a beard, but the one without a beard, like this one, I don't know. I feel like for some reason, I feel like his face needs more texture. I feel like his face, maybe with his beard too, I feel like his face is lacking in texture and shading, where I feel like it's kind of bland. Like his whole, like this whole skin area. I do think this is perfect. I think this is a great statue, great sculpt, great pose, great everything. I just feel like I need more texture and shading in this area. It just looks like we could have more here. More, I don't know, more shading in the neck, maybe some veins. I don't know what that looks like, but I just feel like we're missing something here. P says, that looks nice. Not a fan of 1/6 scale, though. Not for me. Yeah, not for me either. I agree. I totally agree. I don't collect 1/6 scale. But this, for 1/6 scale collectors, I think this is phenomenal. I'm not going to lie. I think this is great. I don't think that they... Raider says, is he busting out of a Sentinel head? Listen, it's funny you said that, because when I first saw this, I thought to myself, Superman Sentinel head? That doesn't make sense. DC Marvel? No. It can't be a Sentinel head, but it looks like it though. It definitely looks like it. Looks exactly like what it is. But yeah, 1/6 scale collectors. I think that this is still a PO. This is still a great statue. And if you are thinking about getting this, I think that you should get it because it looks great. I mean, this is one of those that just looks phenomenal. I mean, I really like what's happening here in this statue. I really do. I think that he sculpted well. I think that they got his anatomy right. They didn't over muscleize him and over masculine. What do you call it? I don't know. Put too many muscles on him and they make him look strange. I think that he's just right. 6-pack. You know, his lats and everything just looks the way it's supposed to, like a muscular Superman, right? Legs not overdone. His pose looks really good. Just looks like a really good statue. Texture, you see the texture in the suit here. I love when a suit kind of switches textures, like like you have texture in the arm, then right up here on the shoulder, there's a different texture. Then, I like that type of stuff. Raider says Superman is just a boring character to me. Oh, that's a scorching hot take right there. Never heard anyone say that before. Superman boring. I don't know, Raider. You better watch out. People in the comments might get upset about that one. But who cares? I mean, say believe what you want, man. I think that I don't know. I say that there may be some validity to that because I don't know, and I'm not a. Let me preface everything I'm about to say by saying I'm not a comic book expert. I'm not a comic book connoisseur. I'm not a comic book whatever. I do read comic books, but I'm not well versed in Superman comics. I'm not well versed in Superman's life and every issue that's ever came out. So let me just say that before I say anything. But what I will say is that if you look at Wonder Woman, you look at Superman, you look at Flash and everybody else, I feel like no one has a story like Batman. Batman is, I feel like he has more rogues, he has more villains. I mean, that he has more storylines from what I know, right? I don't know. Superman might have just as many, but they just might not been as popular. I don't know. But from how it looks to me, it looks like Batman has more arcs, more storylines, more villains. And with that comes more depth. And so is he boring? I don't know. I can't say that for certain. But is he as interesting as, say, a Batman? I can't say he is. But the villains that Batman does, not Batman, the villains that Superman does have, I do think are wonderful villains, like Brainiac, Bizarro, who else? I don't know. I do think all his rogues are pretty good rogues though. I mean, if you think about Brainiac's not in here, but that Brainiac is freaking phenomenal. That's an Injustice 2 rendition of him, but still great concept, great. Like he's a world collector. Like that's crazy. Iris says you and Prime One have the same opinion on Batman. I would say. Here's the thing, Iris. I'm not a Batman statue collector. I'm just really not. And I do like Batman, but I do feel like Batman is overdone. From a consumer standpoint. From like if I'm with you guys and I'm thinking about Batman and statues, they do a Batman statue. It seems like every 4 months is a new Batman. There's a new Batman here. There's a new Batman here. 1/4 scale, 1/3 scale, 1/6 scale, 1/10 scale. Like it's a new Batman everywhere you look. And I mean, from like I was saying, from a consumer standpoint, it makes me not want a Batman. Like, don't give me any more Batman. You know what I'm saying? But from a business standpoint, Batman sells. I mean, he sells. I mean, that's just a fact. If you put out a Batman statue, if it's good, it's gonna sell. People can have 5 Batmans. But if you put out this another Batman and it's really good, or it's from a storyline, or an arc, or whatever, and it looks like it's a good statue and it's done well and it's paint and paint apps and sculpt and everything is great, it's gonna sell. People are gonna get it. If they got 5 Batmans, this is about to be number 6 because they're gonna get it. They're gonna spend their money on Batman. People just have an affinity, and people have they feel like they have a connection with Batman. And I think reason being is maybe because under his suit, he's just a regular guy. He's like a Tony Stark. He's just a guy with money, and so he just has gadgets, and he's just out here fighting crime. Ira says, I collect Batman. I think he is overdone too. Yeah, I think we all can agree on that. John says, same as Wolverine. Every other month there's another statue. I think the same thing kind of goes for Wolverine. The same thing for Batman. Wolverine's going to sell. Wolverine, I think it might be safe to say Wolverine's probably one of the most, if not the most popular X-Men there is, right? You have Magneto, you have Professor X, you have, Jean Grey, Cyclops, they're all very popular X-Men, but I think, Wolverine's top 2, 3. You might be able to make a case that he's number 3, but he's definitely, you can't go any lower than that. He's definitely top 3 most popular X-Men there is. So he's going to sell, right? Especially, there's so many that people overdo it. We see people that overdo it. Sideshow's they just gave us another Wolverine statue that we didn't ask for. We just got a Wolverine statue from y'all 6 months ago. And then you give us another one. Fam, we need at that point we were saying, hey, we need a Storm. We need, we need a Beast. We need a Nightcrawler. We need, if you can do an Iceman, if you can do a Fire, what's his name? Pyro. There's a lot of other people we could be doing right now instead of another Wolverine. That was the biggest criticism for that. And on top of that, a lot of people didn't like that Wolverine. So, anyway. You guys got me on the sidebar, but I like that. I like when you guys do that. Let's see. John says so many other characters that can be made. There's so many other characters that can be made. But I think too, here's my thing, guys. I think too that some companies are scared to take a risk in making those other characters because they may not, they're probably afraid, they may not sell as well. But quite honestly, I don't know. Again, I don't know what the analytics say. I don't know what data they've collected, and how they determine what characters to do and which ones not. I don't know if it's a license thing, or I don't know if I don't even know if they get to decide, because it may not they may not get to decide which statues they put out. Sideshow may want to give us a Nightcrawler and all these other characters that we want, but it's not up to them. It's up to Marvel and the people and whoever's signing the licensing paperwork. They may decide and say, okay, last time y'all put out a Wolverine, it made this amount of money and it sold very well, so we're going to run that back. We're going to do another Wolverine. Start drawing a Wolverine today. Where it's like, okay, we don't want to do Wolverine. Sasha's saying, okay, we don't want to do Wolverine again. We want to give people a Nightcrawler. Can we do that? No, we want Wolverine, so go ahead and do that, right? Again, we don't know. So I try to be understanding. But whoever is running this, whoever's making the decisions here, you have to read the room and you have to find out and really see what the people are looking for. This is not what we're looking for. We're not looking for another Wolverine. We're not looking for another, another Batman or whatever. We're looking for different characters. We have these characters already. We're looking for people to go around it to build. I mean, a lot of people, they're trying to build like their own dioramas or, their own Justice League or X-Men or whatever. I mean, I can't build an X-Men if you give me 4 Wolverines. Like, come on. John says, how many collectors are going to pick up the new Wolverine statue from Sideshow? Not me. That statue's not for me. Who else? Is anyone in the chat getting it? Anyone else? Anyone in the chat getting the new Wolverine? It doesn't appear that anyone is. Moses says that new Sasha Wolverine is poop. Oh man. Iris says not many. I would say. I apologize. Who knows though? John says no one can figure out the pose. Yeah, the pose is a little weird. I don't know why they did the way they did it. They did it at an angle. Maybe if they did it straight up like this, maybe it would be, better. If he was coming straight at you like this. I do think that tilting him and just changing the way he's positioned just a little bit will make the statue 50 times better, and make a lot more people more happy, and it may even cause more people to purchase it. Who knows? Who knows? I don't really have any more. Oh, let's talk about this. WandaVision, guys. All right. Before I get into WandaVision, I'm gonna try to not do spoilers. But is everyone caught up? Is the question I'm trying to ask. Is everyone caught up on WandaVision? Because I don't want to give spoilers. Because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to spoil things for you guys. Irish says haven't seen it. All right, so Irish is here. Irish hasn't seen it, so we won't do spoilers. But what I will say is that, no. John says no. So I'm assuming that people haven't seen it. Oh, Moses says caught up. All right, so Moses, I'm not gonna do spoilers. I'm not gonna say, whatever. Oh man, Raider, I appreciate that. He said help Astro hit them likes if you can in the chat. Thank you. Yes, that would be 100% helpful. I would love that, and I would be very appreciative. So yes, if you could just tap the like button, just tap the thumbs up one time. That'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty cool, and that'll be very helpful. And I would really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you, Raider. What was I saying? Yeah. So Moses, I won't say anything. I won't give spoilers. But I'll just kind of give my thoughts so far. So we've had 3 episodes, right? We've had 3 episodes of WandaVision, and the first 2 came out last week, and people were confused. There was a lot of confusion. It was kind of like blah, kind of that sentiment, and understandably so. Reason being is because a couple things. The episodes were short; they were like 30 minutes, and the episodes didn't really do a lot. And also, too, you have to also remember these episodes are being formatted. Every episode is in a different decade. So I think the first one was in the 50s, the second one was in the 60s, the one we just watched was in the 70s, and I'm assuming the next one's going to be 80s, right? All the way to the 2000s. So it was almost like a Brady Bunch type thing. And so, you know, without doing spoilers, I'll say that people are, you know, not as excited or not as hype about it because it's not the typical Marvel things that we're used to seeing from Marvel, right? But I do think that this is they're setting it up really, really well. I must say that they're setting everything up really, really well. And what I do think is that by the end of the season, we'll go back, we'll look at these first 3, 4, maybe even 5 episodes of that are, you know, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s or whatever, and we'll say, okay, that was genius. There was a lot of stuff hitting in that, and I now appreciate these episodes more, right? I do think that it's going to pay off. Right now, we're saying, but I do think that it's going to pay off once we get the full picture of everything. And by the way, I don't think that the entire first season of this show was going to be this format, right? I do think that we're going to get, I do think we're probably going to get more, we're going to get more into the cinematic stuff, like the normal TV look, you know, the right now stuff, right? So I do think that it'll get there at some point. Steven, he says, greetings, hope you had a great weekend. Thank you, Steven. Hopefully you had a great weekend yourself. Glad you're here. Moses says, I didn't mind those episodes. I grew up watching those style shows as a kid. The story is starting to unfold now. Yes, absolutely. Which, that's kind of, you know what I'm trying to say, Moses, without saying too much. Yeah, it's starting to unfold now. We're starting to see, you know, why things are the way they are and what things look like. And so that's why I'm saying it'll end up paying itself off later on. And I think you kind of you understand what I'm saying, Moses, by that. If you're caught up on WandaVision, you understand what's happening here. All right, so that was my spoiler-free, terrible review that didn't say anything. I didn't say anything in that review, but I just kind of had to throw my little 2 cents in the bucket. Because since it began, I haven't said anything about it. Because I forgot to last week, and then after the live, I was like, oh, I didn't talk about WandaVision. So I made sure I talked about it this week. All right, so that's it for WandaVision. Let's look at some pictures, guys. Y'all want to look at some pictures? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go. So this is a Odin statue, custom art, what's the word I'm looking for? Fan art. That's the word I'm looking for. Fan art, of course. I think this is a pretty good statue. Looking for a smaller base. Still that presence, that stance. You have Mjolnir in his hand. I mean, that gives like huge Odin vibes. I mean, look at the texture on his suit. It just looks great, man. Gold. Look at his beard. He looks so majestic, so honorable, so kingly-esque, king-esque. I don't know what you call it, but he just looks like a king. He demands your respect when you see him. It's real good. More pictures, a little bit more of a close-up. Moses is pretty good. That's pretty cool. Would love to see him on throne though. John says Odin looks BA. I agree. I think these are the same things, just kind of different. Different. What's the name here? This looks really good. I think this might be my favorite picture here of him. You can see a little bit of the texture in his fingers here. Like you see all these different, patterns and things like that. You see how he has like scratches and scars across his armor. Shows that he's been in battle a few times. That's pretty cool. Love those little details and things like that. Oh, yes. Yes. This is what this is. This is a Hawkman. Really, really cool. That was another person that I'm looking for from Sad Shows, a Hawkman. Like, why haven't we got him? Have we ever gotten a premium format Hawkman? They gave us Hawkgirl that I missed out on, which at this point I think I'm okay with because I don't think that she would fit in my case. But he's fighting like a dragon. I don't know if that's like from his comic story or something. I don't know if that's a villain. I don't know anything about the dragon situation, but I do think it's really cool. John says Hawkman looks phenomenal. I agree. He looks really, really good. I would probably want him to be a little bit bigger, like his muscle just a little bit more bulkier. But I mean, yeah. From this angle, he looks bigger. He looks like a bigger person, Excuse me. This is really cool. I don't know. I think his pole is axe. I mean, his hammer. What do you call it? It looks kind of long too. It might just be me though. This is really cool. This is from Sideshow's 2020 year wrap up or review, whatever you call it. I thought this was just a dope little what do you call it? Render of Batman his rogues. So you have Scarecrow, Catwoman, Bane, the new Bane, Mr. Freeze, Harley on wheels, and Poison Ivy. It's really cool. I thought this was really dope. Love how they put this together. Iron says just need to bite the bullet and get the Iron Studios Hawkman. I would get that Hawkman Irish, but he's 1/3 scale, and I need him to be in 1/4 scale. You know what I'm saying? John says if Sideshow had this Hawkman, they would sell it. Yeah, I believe so. Another picture of someone's collection. I think this was really cool. You have their X-Men set up here. It's really, really dope. Iceman, Storm, Wolverine. You have some licensed pieces. You have a few customs there as well. Steve says, "Dang, reminds me. I kind of somehow need to get that Harley Quinn statue. Finding the rule for it should be doable." It should be. So this statue here is, we have a bit of a Sinister Six situation going on here. And I thought this was one of the coolest things ever. Electro, Craven, Sandman, Doc Ock, Vulture, Mysterio. I thought that this was a really dope statue. And I feel like this could be considered a grail if it's, because I think the sculpt is really, really good, and I think it's done fairly wonderfully. If you get the right person to paint this, and this is done correctly, the paint, that would be phenomenal. I think this may be 1/4 scale. It looks like 1/4 scale. It looks like we have 7 1/4 scale people on this statue, including Spider-Man himself. I mean, but what I will say is that if you have 7 1/4 scale people on the same statue, this is going to cost you a lot of money. I will say that this won't be cheap. I can guarantee you that if this is to be made, if someone picked this up, if some company picked this up and commissioned this and sold it, printed it, did the full thing, this would probably be closer to I'll say 16, 17, 1800 bucks. I saved myself. Oh man, I was gonna sneeze. But yeah, this is really, really cool. Really, really cool piece. Let's look at a few. See what other pictures I have of this. I think the rest of the pictures are more individualized. My only thing is, where is Mysterio going? Like, he's not even facing. He's not even facing. Why do I have my knee up? He's not facing. What's his name? Spider-Man. Steven says the shipping and import costs for someone like me in Europe, that's going to be costly. I agree. That's going to cost you a pretty penny for sure. That sucks. I apologize for that. That's craziness. Look at this. This looks, man, I love the texture in Sandman. Like his sand, it looks like sand. It looks like it can be done very, the correct way if painted right. Look at that. That's really good. It's really, really cool. Electro looks great. This is what's his name? Jeez, I always forget this guy's name. From X-Men. Wow. Someone help me, cause I Buck Fang says, "What it do, baby? What it do, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up?" Haven't caught a live in a bit. Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Glad you're Onslaught. Yes, that's his name. That's his name. Yes, I always forget his name. But thank you guys for thank you, Buck, for joining, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for catching us today. Steven says, would you get this even if it was just black and white, like maybe some sort of marble texture like paint? I'm assuming Buck Fang says red turtle. I'm assuming you're talking about the Kraven, the Spider-Man statue. I probably wouldn't. I probably would. Well, here's the thing. If I were to get it, I would probably get it saying, okay, I'm probably going to sell this at some point. I wouldn't get it saying, hey, this is a grail, I'm going to keep it forever. I'll probably get it, have it, review it for you guys, display it for a little bit, put it up somewhere, and you just let it, live with it for 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years, and then sell it. I wouldn't get attached to it, because I would just look at it as an investment. Because I think something like that is always going to sell. Because that's a great sculpt, and that's done very, very well. He has an unmasked portrait as well. Buck called this guy Red Turtle. That's pretty funny. We already looked at this guy. This is Bizarro. Buck Fang says the Spider-Man Dio is insane. Looks even better than the Batman Sanity, and better than Batman. I think he meant XM. I'm surprised by the detail and the fact that they're doing 1/4 scale. Who's doing 1/4 scale? Because these things are 1/6, like this Bizarro and stuff. Here we have a updated schedule of XM shipping schedule. Now this is as of like 2-3 days ago. What's today? 24th. 3 days ago, right? Buck says, dude, the moment you unbox that dial, you won't be able to put it back in the box. Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep on it. I think you may be right, because it's one thing I'm just looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's really dope, it's cool. But seeing something like that in person, I might not be able to put it back in the box for a couple reasons. I don't know. The reason why I put this up, and the reason why I captured this to show you guys is because I don't know what you guys have on PO. And so I just wanted to update you and let you know, you know, what you guys think. I mean, not what you guys think. Just kind of give you an update on, what's coming. Because I don't know what you guys have or what you guys have on PO or whatever. The biggest thing for me is the Justice League versus Darkseid color version is coming in Q1, which I think is really cool. Buck says the Spidey Dio is 1/4 and 1/6, 2 options. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so you have information on this thing. That's really good. So there's 2 options, 1/4 and 1/6. Wow. Maybe, Buck, are you able to tell us how much it is? I know that it's probably in a custom group that's, secret, and you don't have to tell us who's doing it and what the group is or, anything like that. And if you can't share the price, that's fine. That, not upset about that. I totally get it. I'm in custom groups as well, and I don't come on my platform and share any information from that. So I totally get it. Here's that face scope that we talked about earlier, that 1/4 scale Spider-Man. They took this to another level. That looks like Tom Holland. Look at this. That looks exactly like him. It looks better than the last one, I'll tell you that. Looks good. Looks really, really good. I thought this was funny, man. When a friend asked me how much that grill cost me in front of my wife. What you doing, man? Why would you ask me such a thing? I thought we were friends, and then you do this foolishness. So this one is a custom, fan art Rogue. And this is a rendition of her where she's capturing everyone's powers. Like, we have the wings from Angel. We have, she has claws like Wolverine. She has a tail like Nightcrawler. Looks like she has like Psylocke's powers down like in the base. Like, Buck says the Queen Studios Tom Holland painted by the one of the best custom one. Wait. The Queen Studios Tom Holland is, I guess he's saying, is painted by one of the best custom 1/6 scale figure painters. Think it's a dude, but I know they're from Korea. Called Yalim Painter on IG. I may be saying that name wrong, and I apologize if I am. I'm not trying to do that on purpose. Okay, that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's really good. That's really cool. It's really dope. Love when they get the best of the best to do, their work. I really like this Rogue, I'm not gonna lie. I think the pose is good. I think, by the way, this guy, this guy Zeno, he's the same guy who helped sculpt the Batman Who Laughs from Sideshow. So the new one that just came out, 1/4 scale, Ralph Grassetti, and it's Ralph Grassetti and Zeno. He helped sculpt it, and you know, he did this one as well. So I think that's really cool. I mean, he's now on my radar after that Batman Who Laughs. But now, I mean, seeing his Instagram, he does a lot of great work. He's a great sculptor, and I see why Raph worked with him, because this is great. John says it's a pass. I respect that. I do think it is phenomenal. Even still, it's a pass for me too, because I wouldn't get this, but I do still think it looks great in my opinion. So I think that's it, guys. I think that's all the pictures I have. There's a dope art print that I plan on getting. It's a Spider-Man one. I don't know if you guys saw it. There's also another one too. There's oopsies. There's a that's really weird. I'll just show you guys this way. This is a Gotham by Gaslight Batman fan art picture. It's really cool. Buck says, oh, he has information for us. He says, for the Spidey dial, it's $3,800 for a painted 1/4 scale and $32 for 1/6 scale painted. Unpainted kits are $400 less. Wow, that's crazy. It's way more than I thought it was gonna be. I said Spidey. Iris says pick that up. That's really cool. This is a really dope fan art. Really dope art print. This is really cool. I think this is really dope. Buck, thanks for the information too, Buck. I appreciate that. $3,800. That's a lot of money, man. Like, it was way more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. I was thinking more like 2,000. I think I said 1,800, but I really wanted to say 2,000, but I didn't want to overshoot it too much. But geez Louise, $3,800. It's gonna be hard to resell that. John says, haven't ordered any prints in months. Steven says, the Batman art print, the artist has an Etsy and sells Lovecraft imprinted, inspired prints. Such a genius talent. Oh wow, that's good information to know. Okay, thank you, Steven. I appreciate that. Art says, this is what Square Enix and Prime 1 are charging for their Nier piece. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Square Enix was charging so much for their statues for Prime 1. Buck says, it is expensive, but think about the number of characters you're getting in one statue at 1/4 scale. Yeah, you're getting a lot. I mean, if you think about it, if you're getting 7, right? 7 1/4 scale statues, 7 times. If you just let's do some math, guys. Let's just say all of them cost 600 times 7, right? It's 4,200 plus the base, paint, everything. 4,800 actually sounds about right. It's more like 6. Let's just say 700 because it's custom. Let's say 700 times. How many did I say? How many characters is it? 7. So yeah, it's roughly $700, a little bit under 700 per character. So that's pretty crazy. It's expensive. And I think that's even before you start talking about shipping, right? Right, Buck? Yeah, I think this Spidey is really cool. I'm going to get this here soon. Buck says that Batman Sanity from XM is 3,100 from BBTS, and it's 1/6 scale. Spidey also has switch out heads. I didn't know that. It's really cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that Sanity was so much too. I think they have to do that per character, right? Let's say, for example, the Spidey dial has 7 characters, so one at 1/4 scale, you're paying for each character, right? And then same thing goes for Sanity. There's a lot on Sanity. I don't even know how many's on Sanity. Probably closer to 10, right? So you're paying for 1/6 scale people at, it's a little bit, it's a bit more. Buck says, before shipping would be disgusting. It's a piece you should get hoping to sell. Yeah, you shouldn't get hoping to sell. Yeah, I agree. You definitely, if something costs that much money, you should 1,000% not get that looking to sell, because you're probably not going to sell it at a profit, I don't think. If you are to sell that, it probably won't be for a profit. It'll be, you'll be taking an L for that. Probably when it comes to shipping. His shipping is going to cost you 3 arms and 3 legs. So good luck. If it were closer to 2,000, I would that would be something I would say you could potentially flip, right? But doubling the price, well, not even doubling time and some, right? No, not at all. Plus shipping. We haven't even talked about shipping at that point. Yeah, definitely do not. Shipping's probably be like $1,000 for just to ship it. $1,000 just to ship it, which is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. You have to go all in for that one. And if I'm getting that one, I'm selling. I think I'm going to sell the rest of my Spidey collection. So if I have a 1/4 scale Spidey, if I have that Electro from XM, if I have a Sandman, if I have like all of that from XM, is gone, and it's just going to be that Dio because everything has to go into that, because that's just so expensive. And to me, I feel like you have to be rich to purchase that. I mean, maybe not, but I don't know. That's a lot of freaking money. You have to you have to really like Spider-Man. Oh wow, good information, Buck. You come with the information. He says edition size is maxed out at 30 for each scale. Maxed out at 30. Wow, it's not a lot of those at all. 30. Wow, that's very low. Very, very low. Buck says, I prefer this to Batman Insanity too, because they're super detailed with lots of texture. I agree too, Buck. I agree. I do prefer the Spidey over Batman Insanity, just because I'm not a Batman statue collector, and I also like the Spidey better. Steven says, and here I thought that Wonder Woman 1/3 scale from Prime 1 was expensive. They do payment plans, so it's possible to get. Okay, good. That's good. And hopefully it's like a year, well over a year out, so that your payments can be, somewhat manageable. Let's see. The Wonder Woman by Prime 1 is starting to become their normal price, it seems like. Yeah, Prime 1, their prices have been going up lately. I don't know why. I have no clue why their prices have been going, like, it's just been skyrocketing. I don't know why. It's really annoying. It sucks for us collectors, but, I guess it's good for them. Buck says Prime 1 no longer has a normal price. I agree. Yeah, I think like their 1/4 scale pieces are now becoming like 1/3 scale prices. Buck says the statues fluctuate wildly. Yeah, they do. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know why they cost so much. Buck says Lee Bermejo is one of their best pieces of 2020. I think it is their. It might be. It might be their. It might be their best piece of 2020. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of everything that came out from Prime One last year, so I can't say that for certain, but it might be. He said, I don't know. Their Ivy is amazing. I agree. Look at what's trending. Batman. Like, yeah, man, come on. Bermejo Joker is cheap compared to new Wonder Woman, and both are 1/3. That's a fact. Steven says, guess as long as it sells, the prices will go up, but surely. I mean, yeah, especially if the quality of it is top notch quality, things like that. I mean, if people are buying it, even with you jacking up the prices, then guess it works for you, right? Buck says they dropped Batman Who Laughs, Hush Ivy, and Bermejo Joker, and some other gems. Yeah, listen, Buck. Prime One's been dropping heat, fire. They're on a good streak, man. And judging off their next level showcases, they're not slowing up. They're going forward. They're not not slowing up on any of their statues and what they're dropping. They got a lot of heat coming. Really excited for this, man. I'm not gonna lie. Steven says, there is still a chance I'll cancel that Wonder Woman from Prime 1 in favor of a cheaper one because the weight of her will murder the shipping and import costs. She's worth it, but still. Which one, Steven? Which one are we talking about? The Wonder Woman from Prime 1? Are we talking about the Hydra versus Hydra? I can't remember which one you said. I know you probably said it earlier, but because I know the versus Hydra is like 15. Yeah, Irises versus Hydra. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I think that's the. I mean, if I'm being honest, guys, I think that's the best Wonder Woman we have. I think that's the best Wonder Woman that's ever came out ever, even though it hasn't came out yet. Buck says, dude, get the Hydra Wonder Woman from Spec Fiction. Yeah. Well, the reason why I didn't get the Hydra from, I would have gotten it from Spec Fiction, but the reason why I haven't gotten it is because I'm not collecting 1/3 scale Justice League right now. That's the only reason why I haven't gotten it. Iris says, yeah, Spec even has the bonus Prime 1 exclusive up for PL. Gorgeous face sculpt. I agree. I think you may even end up spending less with Spec Fiction, if I'm being honest, guys. And this is not an ad. I don't know Tom personally, Todd personally, or Tom. No, I'm thinking about my case. Anyway, I don't know anyone over at Spec Fiction personally, but what I will say is that I've realized that going through Spec Fiction, in some cases, in certain statues, not all of them, but in some cases, you may end up saving $100, $200, right? Going with Spec Fiction versus going straight from Prime 1. I don't know. I guess it all depends on, because, whether I go from Spec Fiction or Prime 1, it really just depends on a couple things. I mean, right now, and I'm not the only one that's saying this, but a lot of people are, either waiting to order from Prime One, or B, they're just ordering from Spec Fiction because shipping prices are through the roof with with uh, with uh, with uh, with Prime One. It's crazy. Ira says Wonder Woman is $16.50 with free shipping on Spec. I think. Don't quote me. Oh, okay. So that means that they made shipping $150, which I think that's pretty good given all the prices they give us for the crazy prices we've been getting from Prime One. Buck says, yeah, you would spend less because they don't charge tax and shipping. Is sensible and fast as hell. It is for sure. Spec Fiction, whenever I order from them, well, I'm trying to think. Well, I guess it just depends. Because when I ordered Batman Who Laughs, it took a long time. Like I expected it to. It took a long time, as if you were ordering it from Prime One. And I think, and I'm trying to think. I feel like I ordered something. Oh, yes, that's what it was. I did this guy, yes, Batman Who Laughs took forever. When I ordered Thanos, he came in like days. Like it was really that fast. John says, down goes Green Bay Packers. Ah, the game's over. I forgot about that. Dang, they lost. That's crazy. The next game comes on in 20 minutes. Dang, man. Tom Brady, man. Let's see. Steven says, for now, I got to order that Sideshow, but I'll be checking out Spec Fiction to see if it is a better option for me in Europe. Yeah, I don't know what the shipping or anything looks like on Sideshow's website right now. That's not a bad idea. Usually, I try to go with Sideshow first, then Spec Fiction, then Prime One. Sideshow, they do a really, really good job with payment plans, and it's just really simple and easy, and I trust it. And I just love how Sideshow is ran from a payment plan perspective and all that type of stuff. So I think it's just easier for me to do it that way. So a lot of times, if Prime One things go up on Sideshow, I just get it from Sideshow. But if it doesn't, then I'll obviously just get it from Spec Fiction, or you could get it from Prime One themselves. But I've tried not to. I try not to do Prime One directly if I don't have to, because just the shipping costs are just through the roof. Like I got Brainiac from Prime One directly, and shipping was crazy. Irish says, I don't know. Sideshow deleting our points every year has me thinking Spec is the way to go now. Hey, a lot of people have been saying that. Spec Fiction's rewards program is still intact. I mean, it still is the same thing. I still plan on going through. I mean, but you also have to think about this too. Well, yeah, we're talking about Prime One pieces, so yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Irish, yeah, you can't go wrong at all. Because Sideshow erasing points, that sucks, especially if you don't order a lot. You don't want those points to just get deleted, right? That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to get something like that to happen. So yeah, go through Spec Fiction. That may be the way to go for now. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Sideshow may switch back. We don't know. But it looks like Sideshow's leaning more towards not as premium format collectors, but like the smaller things, like the 1/6 and the knickknacks and the backpacks and the coasters and the little candles and the little things that you can put on your desk, and they're trying to sell more of those things, it sounds like. And so they I have Sideshow up right now, and so they they don't. And yeah, I kind of have it up here. Like if you look, like this is you have necklaces. This is a grilled cheese maker, there's a waffle maker, a backpack, and a coffee mug thingy, and you have some art prints here, and what are these, like tiki cups? Like I feel like they're now trying to lean and pivot towards focusing and widening their not fan base, but customer base, and cater more to people who are spending less and probably buying more. So, $20 here, $20 here, $40 here, $40 here. It might add up, man. Versus one person buying one premium format a year, or maybe two. This same person has bought the same amount of money worth of stuff over the course of the year, right? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what Sideshow's doing right now. More to come. Doesn't look like they're focusing on premium formats right now, but I may be wrong. I'm just giving you the optics of what it looks like to me. To me. This is not fact. This is not, I don't know anyone. I don't know anything. I'm just guessing. Just telling you what I see. Way up. Sheesh. Well, I like this one. But all right, guys, what else we got today? Do we have anything else? Oh, there is an unframed version. Ooh, interesting. Okay, all right. Now we're cooking. I do like this. I don't know if I love it. So we'll see. I might not get that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's a good thing to look at. All right. Do we have anything else, guys? I don't have any other topics for us. Does anyone have any other questions, concerns, comments? Or do you guys want to go watch the game? What do you guys want to do? You tell me. You guys let me know. What are we looking like, guys? What are we looking like today? Nothing? Let's see. Fran for the first time commenting. Thank you for being here. Didn't know you were here. He said, did you talk about the life-size Wolverine bust by CO Signature Collectibles is pretty good? No, I didn't talk about that, but we can definitely take a quick look at that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually forgot about it. I think they called it, like the Happy 1-2, or what was it called? It was something weird. It was a weird name, right? Let's see if I can find it here. Iris says, you see the drama with Figurama and Attack on Titan piece? No, I didn't. Tell me about it. I didn't know. I didn't see it. Give me 1 second, friend. I'm trying to find that bus that you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're trying to find it here on the website, which give me 3 seconds and I'll have. Whoa, what was that about? I'm not going through puberty again, I promise. I can't find it now, weirdly enough. When I need to find it, I can't find it, but I know that I know that I was, like, I saw it. I literally saw it up for PO, and now I can't find it. Dang, I know I don't have any pictures of it. Dang, that's crazy. I can't find it now. Let me see if I can find it, guys. Give me 1 second. What is oops. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Buck says I saw that Irish. I think they're coming out with a Magneto as well. They should have it up at Spec Fiction. Yeah, that's why I saw it. I saw it on Spec Fiction, but that's why I was just looking on Instagram. I mean, not on Instagram, on the website. I didn't see it. Buck says the paint on Aaron and Mikasa. No, I don't know what happened with that. Dang, man, it's crazy. I can't find that CL Collectibles Wolverine bust, but I thought that bust was phenomenal. Matter of fact, no, I didn't have it in my phone. Yeah, I think that bust was phenomenal. I thought that it was great. I think that it was done very well. I think that it scoped it very well. I think that that's probably one of the better Wolverine, we call it Wolverine busts that we have, right? I think that it's really, really good. I thought it was really dope, friend, and I'm glad that you like it as well. Are you getting it? That's a great question to ask, I guess. He said the paint on Aaron and Mikasa. Let's see. What are we talking about? Figurama. Let's go look at Figurama's website. Is it on the website? Or did it? Oh, maybe. Are we talking about? Are we talking about the same Attack on Titan statue that came out? That was this one. Let me show you. Are we talking about this statue, guys? I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Are we talking about this one? And are you saying that a lot of people are upset because of the paint on Aaron and Mikasa on this statue? I just want to make sure I get my facts straight here. This thing is really good. This is a really good statue. Moses says, it's been fun, Astro. Thanks for the show. Got to run to the grocery store before the next game starts. Hope to see you next time. Thanks, man. Thank you for joining me. Again, you could be anywhere else in the world. Thank you for sharing a part of your day with me. I appreciate that. Friend says, yeah, I picked up the Wolverine bust. It kind of reminds me of the art from the Marvel and Capcom games. Yeah, it's really, really phenomenal, man. And, you know, I've heard nothing but good things about Figurama. So to hear that there were issues with the paint on a statue, that's just very new to me. I've never seen that. Obviously, nobody's perfect, so at some point there's going to be an issue with something at some point. But I do still like the I do still really like this statue nonetheless. Iris says phone died. That's funny. But yeah, Iris, I was saying that I didn't see the drama, and I think Buck was telling me that the paint on Aaron and Mikasa was off. And so that's why I kind of pulled this up just to make sure we're talking about the same one. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's only one Attack on Titan statue from Figurama. You have to be talking about this one anyway. Yeah, I don't know. You know, obviously, you know, something's gonna happen at some point, and you know, again, like I said, this is new from Figurama. Iris says, yeah, they are shipping statue and keeping Mikasa to work on. Wow, shipping her for free to collectors later. Wow, never heard of that before. But that's really really neat, right? I think that's really neat because you never hear people really going out of their way to make customers happy. And obviously, whatever they tried to put this statue out, Mikasa was not up to par for whatever reason, and so they're keeping her, man, because that looks great. This prototype, this looks phenomenal. Look at this. I'm assuming it didn't look like this, is why people were upset. Because this looks great. Man, this is really good. This is a really good statue. But yeah, this is. I mean, she's very small. I think she may be maybe like a 1/10 scale, and I think they should be able to get her taken care of quickly, and get her out quickly as well to consumers. Let's see. Let's see. Irish says, yeah, check their hub. Put out a letter this morning, I believe. Oh, okay, it was just this morning. He says his skin tone is darker. You can see it on their Facebook page. Oh, okay. I haven't been on Facebook today. I got locked out of my Facebook for some weird way, but I'll get back into it and figure out what's going on. But yeah, that's really weird, man, and that sucks. But you know what happens. Buck says tensions have been hot on their Facebook group since a collector from China posted early in-hand pics. Oh wow. Oh wow. I need to get into their group and see. I need to get into their group and just be a spectator and just kind of see, because I don't have a Figurama statue, but you know. Irish says, yeah, they have. Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's funny. No, that's not cool. That's a bad thing. But it's very interesting that they have tension, and I don't know. I mean, every time I've heard of Figurama's, brand has always been something positive, something good, something dope. They put out another dope statue. Even if I don't watch the anime, it's still like super cool. You know what I mean? And Irish, I know that you're a huge fan of Figurama, and so, Buck says those are prototype pics though, not production. She's smaller than 1/10. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, well, learn something new every day. Irish says, yeah, she's 1/30th. Wow. Man, that's crazy. I'm glad y'all told me about that. I need to go figure out how to get into my Facebook to look into this stuff, man, because I need to catch up, see what's going on out here in these streets. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button if you enjoy any of this content at any point. Please just do me a small favor and hit the thumbs up. It helps me, helps people like you see my content and come across my content on YouTube. So that's all I ask. All I ask is for a like. If you like anything, right? If you like anything from this live. But I think I'm going to get off, man. I think I'm going to go prepare to see the next football game. I didn't watch any of the first one here, but I'll try to see if I can catch the rest of it, kind of chill out, eat some dinner, hang out, enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope that you guys have a good Sunday, wherever you may be, in whatever part of the world. Hope that you stay safe. Hope that you stay productive and live your best life, man. And always remember to collect what you like, man. Collect what you like. Collect what you want. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. It doesn't matter what anyone's opinion is. I just hope that you have a great collection and that you're happy with yourself and your collection. So enough of that rant. Until next time, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.